All right. Hello, everybody. Think this is working. Hope this is working. Looking like it's working. Waiting to see. Waiting for this delay. See if there's a delay. Oh, there it goes. All righty. Starting. Getting ready to start. And as I stop it here, I wanted to... Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I don't like this angle. How you guys doing? It's nice to see everybody. Want to see this is if you're tuned into last stream. First of all, thank you for coming back. Hope that everybody's having a good time thus far on a Sunday. Yeah, I don't like that angle. Tell me, it's a weird angle. What about this one? Better? I think it looks better, right? Do this. Yeah, I like that better. Get this stupid thing out of the way. I'll use that for later. Better? What do you think? Tell me what you guys think. Who likes it? Yeah, I like it better too. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do, I think that camera that I use there, I'm going to do, what's that bottle? Yeah, I'm going to definitely do a swig of that bottle. I'm probably going to use that camera for when I'm watching the actual show, because I think that way it's, you know, it was weird. I kept like crinking my neck last time. So it's episode 2. Sorry I didn't get this out earlier. It was just a matter of schedule. So thank you, David. I see David watching. David's checking out, making sure I don't screw shit up. But one of the things we're trying to, if you guys put in the Schmobot and the sound shuts down, we're working on it. I think I figured it out. But if not, I'll just reboot the thing. But we're work in progress. Friday was our first perfect stream, so was very happy about that, even though I jinxed it. If this is your first time joining us, thank you very much. Welcome to SEN. So what SEN is all about, I've said it many times on whether it's SEN Live or when I'm doing reviews. We don't have sponsors. We're not run by a corporation. We don't have any investors. It's all about, we took a shot here and doing the Superchats at Streamlabs.com/the Schmodown. And it's been going really, really well so far. And we have been very thankful to SEN Live and everybody who's been in there every day, contributing. Very happy with the numbers and everything that's happened thus far. So I'm going to do the same thing for the Mandalorian reviews. I figured anybody that wanted to talk about it and just I wanted to have a conversation with friends about Star Wars. It's what I like to do. It's one of those things where if I'm sitting around just talking with Ken or Ellis and we're just going back and forth on what we just saw. So I figured let's do that every week here on SEN. And what I wound up doing kind of impromptu last week was I just said, let's just watch the episode together. So I might do that. I'm going to do that today. We'll watch it together, but I wanted to go through a few questions first and things that I saw. So I will be going. I know I saw some people in the chat who haven't seen the episode yet. If you haven't seen the episode yet, you might want to come back, because I think what I'm going to do first is go over like my initial thoughts of the episode, things that I liked, a few other things, and then we'll watch the episode together. But I want to get some questions going. So I know a few people have already put in super chats and streamlabs.com/the-schmodown. A lot of people have been asking what's the difference. The difference is that in streamlabs.com/the-schmodown, they don't take a percentage as where super chat does. So either way, whatever you're comfortable doing, I'm going to answer both of them. But I'm going to start with the episode itself. And here's the thing. I loved this episode. I like where it's going. And I saw some people saying that they just thought it was like Last Jedi cringeworthy and stuff. I was like, what are you watching? What are you watching? This is the most true to Star Wars that I have seen so far. Out of anything that's been, I don't know, back on screen since 1983, I think. And I'm just feeling more and more in the universe, and I'm loving the score more so, even more. I think last week I said it was like 80-20. I'm 90-10 now. I found myself whistling it, even the Rocky theme, the Creed Rocky theme. I think it works for the show. So anyway, the show starts off, and we're right back to where it's. I think people are getting upset for no reason too. What other people are saying, because we don't know how to refer to this thing except Baby Yoda. A lot of us know it's not Baby Yoda. Well, we don't think, unless it's a clone, which we'll get into a little later. But the species has never been named, so you can't call it anything else. It's like the baby yodeling, but it's just easier to say Baby Yoda. So just cut people some slack, Kalinowski. But it's the show starts out with him. He's got them. They're on this planet. They haven't mentioned a lot of the planets still. I mean, maybe they listed them. I haven't checked out on. Maybe you guys can tell me if they listed them, but I haven't seen what they are. I mean, this one's similar. It's got a Tatooine feel to it, obviously, with the Jawas and running around, but there's really no confirmation on what it is. I don't think it's Tatooine. But anyway, he's going through the valley, and the Trandoshans show up, and he winds up fighting the two of them. And I like that whole scene is really great because it just shows, this whole episode shows how ruthless and raw this dude is, because as he's fighting all three of these things, he's obviously can handle himself. We saw that from episode 1, and then they go right back to it. No disintegrations. Well, not to him. He just disintegrates one Trandoshan right off the bat, dead, gone. And you're like, okay, he's not trying to wound people. You mess with him, he's going to kill you. And I thought that's just who he is. That's who the Mandalorians are. It's not. There's nothing except get my mission done. Although he definitely has a soft spot for the kid. So anyway, so then he's got this kid. I like the way that he kind of zips this thing back and forth. And I think they established the rules of what the cradle can do, and that he's got it controlled on his wrist, and he's moving the thing around. But even though that it's not over right away, and everything, and the fact that they are sending more and more people out to kill this thing. So he finds that out because he sees the guild thing once again, goes up, finds a ship, and there's the Jawas, and they're ransacking this thing. And I loved that idea that Jawas, and someone said, oh, they should just be stuck to Tatooine. Why? The galaxy is huge. How do you know there are not more Jawas on other planets? The Jawas on Tatooine had yellow eyes. These have red, and it's just. So what? There are Trandoshans on different planets. There's so many different species on different planets. What do you care if Jawas are just on Tatooine? And it's probably the same people that are saying, oh, that's just making the universe smaller. It's making the universe smaller to just keep them on one planet. It's like, let it show me more of where these things can live. It's the same type of atmosphere. I mean, people sometimes just want to complain. I swear, because I do understand the 32 minutes where people are saying, because I think, by the way, episode 3 is all right, now that I don't understand because we didn't get a radio. We didn't get a bot. So we did that. How's that? It's back, right? Yeah, I know it's back. I can figure. So now I got to check this thing. I have no idea why that went out. That scares me now because there was no freaking robot, was there? Let me check. See if there was a robot. Oh, there was a robot. Robot came in. So that's why. So hopefully it just didn't work. I don't know what the hell's going on. I gotta wait until these guys get back. We're back again. Anyway, where did I cut off? Where'd the sound cut off? It was 32 minutes. Is that what it was? Did the robot do it? I think the robot did. Did you guys hear the robot and then it went out? Is that what happened? Because I didn't hear the robot on my side. So did you guys hear the robot? Let's see. There was no robot. I don't understand what the hell's going on. No idea. Don't know what's going on. So you guys saw, okay, so Jawas, yellow eyes and red eyes. Okay, so what I was saying there was I didn't understand the complaint with people saying that the universe was too small about it, because the Jawas, by the way, they have yellow eyes on Tatooine, they have red eyes on whatever planet this is. Who cares if there's Jawas on this planet also? There's Trandoshans on other planets. There's Wookiees on other planets. It's like so what? As long as it's the same type of atmosphere and they're doing the same thing and they're consistent to what they've been, I don't understand what people are complaining about. I definitely didn't. And the other thing, 32 minutes, by the way, with the episode. I think that's where I was getting into it. Hopefully you guys heard me on that one. So 32 minutes is what the first episode was. Second one was shorter, like 28 minutes. The third one is about 32, 33 minutes. I'm okay with that if they're all quality and they tell the story. Then I can watch basically a 4-hour movie is what it turns out to be. I'm watching a 4-hour movie that's a quality movie at the end of it. I'm okay with that. I understand the complaint that you want more. Who doesn't want more? Who doesn't want to be in this? If they just feel too short, right? When you have these shorter episodes, you want more. You want more. You want more. Give me. I get it. I understand it completely. But quality's quality. And the matter is, where are we going to go from here? And I think that it sets it up. Someone had said on SEN, this wasn't a trolly comment, it was just someone said that they felt like the episode was filler, and I couldn't disagree with that more. I thought you could learn so much about the Mandalorian in this episode, about what he was. Like I said, he's got that just vicious thing to him, but you also learned a lot about the little creature. We won't call it a Yoda creature, the Yoda baby, because we don't know if it's Yoda. And some people say, well, it can't be Yoda, he's dead. We don't know that because of the Camino clone doctor in the first episode. It could be. I don't want it to be, but it could be. So we can't rule out that it's definitely not Yoda. I hope it's not, but we can't rule it out. And anyway, so the fact that this episode, we found out with the Force, we found out so much more about him, about that he's developing more of this. You can see he's a bit of a softie when it comes to this creature alone. But we learn how resilient he is. The other thing that people just kept picking up on when we were watching here is myself and Kate and Brett and David and RB3 and. Each time, do you guys notice that each time that the Mandalorian got knocked out, when he fell off the Jawas thing, and then when the creature messed him up, and he got messed up a lot in this episode, but those two times, they focused in on the baby's face twice before the Mandalorian came to. So it looks like the Force was kind of helping him, prop him back up both those times, because he's ready to die. That's the second time. He's just got the knife. He knows he's out. And when the baby stops him, uses the Force, twirls him around, and I like that the thing knocked itself out. He's only 50 years old for that species, really young as we see it as a baby. But yeah, all that. And then obviously the second Nick Nolte comes back, and this is why I said, why are people getting so upset about Pedro Pascal not being in the costume? I said, Nick Nolte's not in the costume. What are you complaining about? Do you believe the characters? I believe both of the characters. Pedro Pascal's voice fits the Mandalorian perfect. What's his face? Nick Nolte fits the Ugnaught perfect. I don't care. As long as I believe the characters, I don't care who's in suits. I don't understand that argument. I just don't get it. Anyway, this is and then the negotiation with the Jawas, that scene, and I hate to harp on this because I've done it a billion times over, and I'm sorry, and I know you guys get tired of me doing this, but when it comes to the humor, this is why this Star Wars humor worked for me. This is like the classic example of a difference between your mother's on the phone, and you don't sound like a Jawa. You sound like a Wookiee. Oh yeah, do you understand this? How I burn your face. It was hysterical. That's funny. That's part. I mean, I believe it. It's consistent to the Jawas. It's consistent to the Mandalorian. That's humor. That to me works inside of it, and doesn't seem like a totally different brand or a different IP completely. But that's me. Anyway, the entire episode where it's set up that and speaking of not being filler, the learning more about the Ugnaught and learning that he's like, oh, listen, I appreciate that you're offering me that job, and it's very generous, and I'd love to come work for you. But I've been doing this all my life. I've been a servant for other people, and I'm finally free. I helped you out. I like you. I like your culture, but good luck, and I hope that you get some good money for that baby. And I dig the relationship. I think the Ugnaught will come back and should come back, but we don't necessarily need him right away. My daughter is loving this show, by the way, too. Because I had seen it already, and then as we're watching, I go, where do you before when she found out the Jawas had ransacked the ship, she's like, she got to go back to the Ugnaught now. She got to go find the Ugnaught. He can help. And I was like, that's my kid. Anyway, so that's the majority of the episode, right? I mean, there's other things that obviously when he's climbing up, and there's a lot of stuff that RB3 pointed out. It's got a Mad Max feel to it. He had also referenced Children of Men. There's that scene on the Jawa ship where they're about to ram him in the side, and I said, Indiana Jones, because Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. They're definitely taking a lot of things, westerns all over the place from this particular show. So that's the majority of stuff that I saw. You guys can throw some stuff in there. What we're going to do is I'm going to go into streamlabs.com/the Schmodown, as well as the super chat. We'll read those questions, and then we're going to get right to the what the hell is this called? Watch along. So we're going to do the watch along also. Right now I put it at, it's at, what the hell is it at? It's at 002. So get your Disney Plus subscriptions up there to 002 and pause it, because we'll watch it together. That's what we did last time. If you're just joining us now, and please, if you are members of the SEN Facebook group, well, if you're not, please join that. If you are, please go and post that we're doing this watch along, because I know it was I just did it I found out that I was going to have a little bit of time to be able to do this, and I said I got to do it. I want to do the spoiler. So let them know if you can. Please let them know. Now, who's this? See what we did. Okay. All right. People, both David and Ben were letting me know that the sound was off before, and it just took too long to figure it out. So lost it just a little bit. But we're back, because I can see the sound's back now. I'm going to head on over, and I'll make sure that I take a look at my sound just in case something happens again. And let's get to, I'm going to start with Streamlabs. I'm going to start with Streamlabs here. And we will, today's the 17th. So I'm going to read some off from the 16th that I saw that I missed. And hi, SEN, keep up the good work listening to your shows on the podcast feed. My morning commute ritual. New Jersey traffic sucks. By the way, for everybody, there are 3 different podcast feeds now. There is the Schmodown feed, there's the SEN live feed, and then there's this feed. This is the Mandalorian reviews / talking Star Wars with Harloff feed. It's on Spotify, it's on everything. So you'll be able to listen to these. If you want to listen to these on podcast form or SEN, please go and subscribe there for sure. Okay, let's move on over, and we're going to get to Black, who says, hi, everyone. I love the show. What do you think about the idea that the Mandalorian series would set a foundation for Episode 9 to have the Resistance saved by a Mandalorian fleet or army? Keep up the good work. Love to see Sinead and Ashley on the show again. So when it comes to the Mandalorian being Episode 9 and setting up certain things, I don't know if we're going to see a lot of tie-ins from Mandalorian that tie into Episode 9. I just don't see it happening that fast, because of the production. Episode 9 has been in production for a long time, and I don't know how well they crossed over together while developing these things. And now that doesn't mean that certain movies in the future won't tie into other series, and Mandalorian could be one of those things for sure. Maybe certain things, whether or not the baby shows up as a 80, what was it? How many years later is it? 30? So he would be like 80 years old or something like that, right? When he pops up. I don't know. I don't see that happening in Episode 9. I think you're asking too many people to invest in Mandalorian right away, even though a lot of people are. By the time, Mandalorian will still be going on when Episode 9 debuts in theaters. So I don't think that's going to happen at all. I just don't see it happening. Billy Belford, the great Billy Belford. I haven't seen any of The Mandalorian yet, but I have to throw my support to you any chance I get. Mark and Ken were great last night in D.C. I'm glad that they were. I heard the show was pretty good. So, and thank you. You should watch The Mandalorian though, Billy, especially if you're watching this stream. Michael, hey, Kristian, I want to show my support for the best. Thank you so much. Currently playing Jedi Fallen Order. I'm loving it so far, as am I. It's another reason, I'll be honest with you, that I want to cut. I have until about 4:45, 5 o'clock until I got to go do the husbandly duties with dinner and all that kind of stuff. But I'm hoping to cut this stream off a little short so I could play a little Fallen Order, even just like 15 minutes. I got some done, and I think I want to set up, and David and I are talking about, I'm going to set up a stream, a Twitch stream, so I can start playing Fallen Order with you guys. It's something I definitely want to do. Right, let's see, Anthony Nugent, the great Anthony Nugent, with a really generous donation here. 22 hours till Disney Plus launches in Australia. I downloaded all of your relevant content to catch it up once I binge Harloff Minor Rules. Well, thank you, Anthony, especially if you're watching this. Hopefully you didn't get spoiled by all of this, but thank you. You're the best, and that is a really, really generous donation. Thank you, sir. Sammy Leon Mendoza, do you think that they'll release a Baby Yoda toy figure plush in time for Christmas? 100%. If so, will you get one? Keep up the amazing work. I love you guys. I probably will get one because my daughter is absolutely in love with Baby Yoda, as in I think a lot of people are. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. And I think that they probably sell them all over the place at Galaxy's Edge. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, right? I don't know. Okay, NW Redneck. I finally get to watch a live stream. Just saying hi, and I'm loving SEN. I've been a Schmoes fan since AMC, and I'm loving this old school vibe. Kudos and good luck going forward, Kristian. Well, thank you, sir. I'm loving the old school vibe also. It's I don't know what it is. It's just a lot more freeing, I think. I like being on my own. I like being able to make my own rules, and I like being able to just say and do whatever the hell we want to do, you know. And it's been fun so far. The crew's been loving it so far, and I like the fact that I'm able to just say, okay, I have some time. Let's do a live stream. So thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to go back here to get to Sinfinity and Beyond. Okay, this is more of a... Okay, well, I'll answer this question, even though it's not Star Wars related right now. But you see Affleck and Godot and Snyder on Twitter. I tagged you on it. Release the Snyder Cut is trending worldwide. We're getting closer, man. It needs to happen. Just show the cut already. People want to see it, and you'll make a lot of money off of it. What are you doing? Warner Brothers is being dopey. Fans want to see the cut. Show the cut. Like, show the cut at this point. We know that it's there. Momoa has seen it. They were trying to say, oh, it doesn't exist. It exists. Show it. People want to see it now. Let people see it. I think I'm glad that it's trending. I think it's something that should have happened a long time ago. Adandi Abarici, have you played Jedi Fallen Order? It is awesome. I have played around. I've played the first chapter of it so far, and I'm enjoying it. I'm about to get off the first planet, so suck it for those people who said I couldn't get off the first planet. Sinfinity and Beyond. Sorry, I know this is a Star Wars chat. I just had to tell you. I appreciate that. We are Rip City. Kristian, see the Mandalorian stream with the cast and the crew. At 28 minutes, Ash asks a question, and Dave gives a really heartfelt answer. Gets you in the feels. No, I got to see it. Didn't hear about it. But Ash Crossan does it. Anything she does, it usually turns to gold anyway. That's my girl. So, that's great. And Filoni, you can tell he's very passionate about this show, so that's great. By the way, and I have a bunch of these left. I'm going to get through these, and then we're going to do the watch-along. But anything you want to talk about, spoiler questions, spoiler thoughts, predictions, throw them in here right now, both Superchat and the Streamlabs, and I'll be taking those questions before we do the watch-along. And when I was doing the watch-along last time, it's the same thing that I'll do this time. When the Streamlabs I'll have to go back to, but the Superchat as they're coming in, I'll answer them as they're coming in so we can just have a conversation about it. And if I missed it, I'll go back to it. But going back to the Superchats here, alrighty, Ian Groin, been a fan of yours for over 5 years now, and I love that you guys are making things happen on your own. Best of luck to you all. Well, thank you, Ian. Appreciate that very much. I'm glad you joined us on the Star Wars chat here, and I'm glad people are coming together. It feels like that positivity is coming back to Star Wars. I'm pretty excited about it. Jeremiah Morris, I love the tightness of the episode. It leaves me with wanting more, and I'm so excited for what we're going to get with the next episode. Jeremiah, I could not agree with you more. Not a dull moment for me. I felt like it just went, it set it up. I felt like I told my brother, what I said to my brother when we were talking, and I'll read the text, because he was saying he loved it. My brother has watched the episode 1 billion times over already, both of them. And the thing that he said, he was so excited I'm so excited to be excited about Star Wars again, and I have no expectations, and I just look forward to where they take me as a fan, and I trust I'll enjoy it. And I said, yeah, it just feels like the OT Galaxy for sure. It's not someone's vision of what they thought it should be or how they can change it, is the way it just feels like it just continued on, and the Galaxy is just feels like, well, it's funny because and I said it, I love episode 7, I really do. But it felt like even though there were so many familiar things, it felt like it wanted to be so different in certain looks and feels and the overall budget of it. I don't know. This to me it's back to the raw and gritty, and it kind of hit exactly what I thought it was going to be. Suge Knight 323. Coming to Schmodown Spectacular now. Yo, what's up, Kristian? Happy Sunday to you as well, Shug. Anthony Nugent, once again, sorry I didn't mean to kill your sound. Happened as soon as I donated through Streamlabs. Yeah, I think it's okay. We're learning. First of all, don't apologize for the donation. And we want people to do the Schmobot because it actually helps us test the sound. So if people don't get scared to do the Schmobot, if it goes down, I will make sure to try it again. I will try it again. Moose Wizard. Oh, sorry, Nick Casper just donates. Thank you, Nick. Moose Wizard, bring back IG-11. I think he's coming back. I think he's definitely coming back. He'll probably come back to hunt and have a hunt the Mandalorian. It'll be a big battle at the end. The Lake Show, for me, the Jawa egg serves as a metaphor for Baby Yoda. It's an egg-like carrier. Mando's doing all this for what? For the Jawa's empire to consume it? Yeah, it's a good observation for sure. That's a good observation for sure. Okay, so I now am going to, let's see. So Bragar says, why not stream the game on here instead of Twitch? I mean, I guess you can do it here. To be completely honest with you, I don't know how to do it. That's not to say that I won't do it here. I just don't know what the rules are as far as the copyright stuff. I know that on Twitch you could show the actual video game when you're playing it, so I don't know what the rules are. So I'm trying it. I'm trying it. Jonathan Dublin, been following you for years, Kristian. Thank you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Is it just me, or did it seem like Baby Yoda revived Mando when the Mud Rhino knocked him out? Yeah, I said that earlier. I think that we all kind of picked up on that. It wasn't just that. It wasn't just when the Rhino knocked him out. It was when he fell off the thing too. When he fell off the Jawa ship, they show the baby again, and it looks like it just brings it to it. And I don't want to forget the scene when he's hurt after all that, and the baby is starting to do the Force on him. He doesn't know what the hell it's doing. He picks it up back, puts it down, and the baby tries to do it again. He's like, get out of here, and he puts him down again. But there's he definitely vibes with him. That's why a lot of people have also been asking, is the Mandalorian, is he Force sensitive? Because we don't know enough about him. We don't know enough about him. He was picked up by the Mandalorian culture is what it looks like, that he was a foundling or whatever they called it, right? So, yeah, we don't know enough about him. He could be Force sensitive. Very possible. Very possible. Jake Walsh, will we see the Mando without a mask anytime soon? Who was I talking to about this? Someone said, damn it, I can't remember who it was, and I want to give them credit, but someone had pointed out that the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal, took a picture with Favreau on the set of Season 2. So if he's on the set of Season 2 taking pictures and not just doing voice, he could very well just be in the voiceover booth, but if he's there, I think you're going to see him a lot in the second one. And especially if you reveal more about him than he's just more than a Mandalorian. If there's more to him, then I think you're going to see a lot more Pedro Pascal for sure. Because it's the culture of the Mandalorian to not take the helmet off. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's more and more that he discovers about himself. KW, wishing you and Mark success in your new phase. What's the chances we see new Force powers for Rey in Rise of Skywalker? Probably pretty high. I think pretty high for sure. Yeah, I think pretty damn high that we could see new Force powers. And we saw new Force powers in Last Jedi, right? With Force Skype, which I didn't mind actually. I really like that power, and I think that there's other things. There's more to it. I think there's always introduction of new Force powers in a lot of the different mediums. So I think that we will. I think that we should. I think we'll probably learn some more Force power stuff from the Emperor also, which would be pretty cool. Major Zuma, hey Kristian, I'm a huge fan, but I'm a new fan. I caught on at the end of Jedi Council. What are your thoughts on Fallen Order's story? I thought it was awesome. Well, I'm not all the way through. First of all, thank you. I'm glad that you found myself and this channel. There's a lot of different things that are going to be happening here. If you're a Star Wars fan, by the way, and so that's for everybody in this chat, please check out the Star Wars Movie Trivia Schmodown matches. Sam Witwer and Ken Knapsack are one of the best matches you'll ever see in a Star Wars trivia competition. Alex Damon, who's the reigning champion, his matches are great. He's defending the championship against Laura Kelly. And Force Toast, I believe is her podcast, who is one of my favorite people on the planet, by the way. I think she's so just humble and a good person that she's going to be battling against Alex Damon live December 7th. So if you're a Star Wars fan and you want to come see this match, please do it. It's theschmodownlive.com, December 7th. But check the matches out. And Major Zuma, I thank you for joining me in this new venture. And my thoughts on Fallen Order's story. So far, I like it. I'm only, again, 10, 15 minutes into it, but from what I'm seeing, I'm really digging. I always like the idea of picking up right after Revenge of the Sith and seeing more about the Jedi Purge and the Jedi that were on the run. I think it's also not only that timeline from where we are in Fallen Order is interesting. I think the timeline from where we're going to pick up with Obi-Wan Kenobi's story will be very interesting. So I like where they go, and I'm very curious to where it goes going further. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go and see if there's any more. There are more donations in Streamlabs, sorry. So I want to make sure that I go to Streamlabs and catch up on that before we do the watch long. So again, get your Disney Plus ready to 002. Okay. Exiled Garlic, my boy. Baby Yoda raises a lot of questions about its connection with the Force. Do you think the Mandalorian will answer these questions, or will we have to get them from somewhere else? No, I think we're going to get a lot of questions. I mean, this is why when someone asked me on Jedi Council, do I think that there would be any Force using in Mandalorian, I said 100%. It's Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni's all about the Force. His thing. There are people who love just the side of things that don't involve the Force, but Dave Filoni is not one of them. He loves the Force. And I think that his conversation that he probably had with Favreau about what he learned from George Lucas about the Force, he'll teach us more throughout each episode. And we'll learn more about the baby. We'll learn more about how the Mandalorian's connected to it. We'll learn more about why in the first place, because that's the bigger question. Is this a clone of Yoda, right? Like, because Warner Herzog doesn't care if this thing's alive or dead. He's putting up with orders of fine. If you need it alive, I get it, but I'm just being pragmatic. If it causes a problem, just kill the freaking thing, right? As where the doctor's like, no. We got to study this thing. We need it because maybe it's one of ours. I don't know. Or maybe they want to clone it. That could be the other thing. That it's not Yoda. That it's just the Force user that they want to clone. That they figure, okay, let's get all the midichlorians, let's clone these things, and let's make our own soldiers. So we'll make our own Jedi, which would be very interesting if they did it that way, which could be pretty cool. Scotto, what's your theory? What will eventually happen to youngling Yoda? I think he's probably going to survive, and Mando will find caretakers, maybe Sabine, Hera, and the Ghost crew. Maybe Baby Yoda will be a ghost in The Rise of Skywalker, still a youngling at 75. Oh, we'll be on the Ghost. If he was, I don't know, it's going to be tough. It's a tough thing because you can't, I guess you can, you were really dark, because if you kill the baby, you're going to piss off a lot of people, right? But then again, if it fits the story, it fits the story. But yeah, where does he go? What happens to him? Like, where is he in all this time when, episode 7, 8 are happening? Because at that point, he's older. He's at 75, and he probably could talk at that point, right? Like, I don't know. It's interesting. What's going to happen to him? I have to be honest. It's maybe he's captured. Maybe he's put in the facility. I really don't have an answer to it, but I'm curious. And I think the fact that we're all kind of guessing and playing this game is exactly what they want us to do, for sure. All right, going back to Superchat. Mr. Erkenberger, you think the Darksaber will show up in the series? If he goes to the Mandalore, it'll probably happen in the second or third season. Yeah. It's Infinity and Beyond. Campia streams gameplay all the time. You got to ask him. Okay, I will ask him for sure. I'll ask Ken also. Kayla Hartman, you are an exceptional person and keep up the work. Thank you so much, Kayla. That's a very nice comment. I appreciate that. Baby Yoda is my new spirit animal. I think a lot of people feel the same way as you do. People love that baby. Douglas Johnson, so are we expecting this to be Yoda? Yoda and Yaddle banging on Dagobah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Yoda was getting some play. It's very possible. Okay, look. So here's what we're going to do. Well, I got Call to Action podcast throwing something in here, sending some support. Great job with the new network. Really enjoying all the content coming out. Keep up the great work, crew. David B. Music, my man. Hello, my dude. 2 questions. Are Jawas only on one planet or several? And if you could name the Yoda species, what would it be? See you December 7th. David B., by the way, who's his music is out of control. So good. Let's start with the Jawas. No, they got to be on different planets. Put them on different planets. They should be on different planets. One planet is why the galaxy's not. It's one thing if there was like if they set it up. They said, okay, here is our universe. There are only going to be 15 planets that you can ever visit, and on these 15 planets, you got this, you got this, you got this, and then that's it. Then they set up the rules. We learn about new planets in books and comic books and video games. Every new Star Wars thing that's put out there's new planets that pop up and all this stuff. To say that there's only one type of species on one planet, it's silly. It's what people are like, oh, they had to move. Jawas are just on Tatooine. Why? Who said that? I like the fact that they're on different planets because they're consistent to how they were. Except they have red eyes instead of yellow eyes, and they're junk traders and all that kind of stuff. So I dug very much so how they did that, and I don't mind that they're on different planets. If I could name the Yoda species, what would it be? That's too tough, man. That's too tough. If George Lucas is holding it and Dave Filoni, I don't think we're ever going to find out what the species name is, to be honest, unless Lucas kind of signed off on it, but I don't know what I would name it. As far as December 7th, yes, we'll definitely see you there. You know what I was going to ask you, by the way? This is something, I don't know if you'd be able to do it, and I don't know, and Thad would probably be like, you should probably check with me before we do that, and I'll check with Thad because I'm meeting with him. Would you be interested in playing the Corruption theme live? Would you be interested in doing that? That'd be interesting to have you do, if possible. But we'll talk about it for sure. Timur Madeir, there's no way I got that right. Longtime fan, first-time caller. Great to see you at it back like this. Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to be doing it like this also. Kind of back to my roots. This is where we started. This is the channel we started on. It's been freeing. And people have noticed that me being a little happier these days, and I feel that it is definitely true. I feel like this is just something. I think that what it was is I always was able to learn new people, learn new fans in the way that I used to on the old Schmoes channel. A lot of interaction with the fans, with the Schmoville Facebook group, and we're doing that again on this channel. So it's been cool because there's been a lot of. It just seems there's a lot more positivity on this channel lately. And not lately on this channel. It's just been one of those things where I've just seen I like the community. I don't need 100, 200, 300, 400,000 views. If each episode of SEN Live does 20 to 30,000 views and we're just having good conversations, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. So, what happened? Oh, so I guess Roka just texted me. He said I had to throw a little fire out there. Putting up the file. Oh, I guess he was throwing some Facebook stuff. There's a war going on with Bateman and Kalinowski, Smets, and I guess Roka just got involved in it. So I'll go look at that on the Schmodown Facebook groups. A lot of smack talk going on. Anyway, so Timur, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it, my man. That's very nice of you. Let's go back up real quick. Rodrigo Merg just put in $1.99. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And Jonathan Dublin. Did you do that already? No, you didn't. Oh, you did already. Sorry. That was very generous, by the way, Jonathan. You asked if Baby Yoda revived Mando when the Mud Rhino knocked him out, and I answered that early. Okay, look. So I'll get back to any other questions that I missed, but let's do this watch-along. You guys ready to do the watch-along? I'm going to check in the chat here. I want to double-check. Just give me a yes or no if everybody's ready for the watch-along. We're doing a watch-along now. So, yeah. Thank you, H. Green. I love the vibe of these shows, too, my man. All right, everybody's ready? Everybody ready? Checking. I'm excited to do it. If you can hear my sound, by the way, if you can hear the sound, let me know also because I want to turn it down because I don't want to get a copyright strike on it for sure. But what I will do, let me see. I'm going to try this thing too. I'm going to set this camera up so when I'm watching, because if I do it like this, I'll be going back and forth. I guess I can see if I'm going like that. Yeah, you're going to have to see the side of my head unless we do this. Let's try this. Where is it? Oh, yeah, you want to see the wall? That's good. No, that's a stupid angle. I don't like that angle. Fuck this. Sorry. All right, let's do this. We'll keep that. And you're just going to have to see the side of my head for now. Okay. So, sorry, Jordan. So, Jordan, this is episode 2, my man. This is episode 2. So, we're going to bring on episode 2, and we're 2 seconds in. And we're gonna start this out. This is the episode, and I'm gonna talk through it, and I'm gonna give my thoughts. This is what I did last time. So if you haven't seen it, and you're like, oh, why are you talking through it? Because this is the point of the watch along. So, which one? Yeah, this one. This is. You guys are okay with this angle? This is the angle I'm gonna do here. You can see the corner of the TV. Good call. Thank you, sir. We'll do that. Awesome. Thank you for that. Not anymore. You can't. Okay. Good. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. This is the way this is going to work. I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1, and when we count it down, we'll watch it together. I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit here. I will talk. I will do stuff. If I see Super Chats coming in, please send the Super Chats in. This is why I'm able to do these shows. So please keep those Super Chats coming in. I will read them. The streamlabs.com/schmodown. If you're submitting questions over there, I will go back to those. I will go back to those at the end of our watch. So we're going to watch the entire thing, the 27 minutes, anything that we pick up, anything that we do. So let's go. I'm going to go, and we'll do 3, 2, 1, go. And that's when we'll start, okay? So we're getting it ready here, and we're going. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Starting it off right away. The recap. So you want to just keep the recap on? Yeah, keep the recap. Uh-oh. Okay, good. So yeah, keep the recap going. So that way we don't have to mess up each other's timing. But all this stuff, just to have, it just feels like Star Wars, man. Like and the CGI in these episodes have been so good. I mean, the Rhino Beast, and it looked so tight. The way this is where all the money's going. It's another reason why the episodes are so short, by the way. Yeah, watch the recap. It makes the episode longer for sure. Yeah, I've seen. It's amazing how many times I've watched these episodes and can keep watching them. My brother too. Like they're very rewatchable. It's probably because they're so short. All right, so here we go. And are you guys digging the new logo with the Star Wars logo? And I like how they put the sound of the episode like in. Yeah, it's got like a. I really do dig the way that it starts off, and the Star Wars new logo with the different 3PO and Vader. So this is a shot. I mean, this shot and that little lizard. I mean, it's got a. Even though it's like a mixture of old school and new school. And as he's walking through, and we see right away, like, because I didn't know at first if the thing was controlling it by force, but then it's remote controlled, obviously. And he's walking through this cavern. I think I saw someone refer to it like a Jurassic Park type thing. Chris Thorne said, could Ahsoka be the one who saved him and not Obi-Wan? Saved who? Could Ahsoka be the one who saved him and not Obi-Wan? Not sure who you mean. And then there's those little lizards coming again. The music though, that music, I already got it on Spotify. I was listening to it over and over again. The lizards are so curious about what's going on here. And do they know? They like kind of warning, like, because he can connect. Obviously, this little creature can connect to him, and he's just like, don't mess with me. I'll eat you, because I'm definitely going to wind up eating something else later on, which is really funny. Better, and that humor, by the way. He knows, though. I like that this is that warrior instinct. He knows. He's got his hand on his blaster already. He's kind of looking around. He can feel it. If something doesn't feel right, and he's looking around. And the way the Tradoshans look, by the way, they're like, it doesn't look costumey. They didn't over CGI it, and they look terrifying. And just gripping right there, he knows. Yeah, he put it a little too. Yeah, see, he probably should have done that just a second sooner. And I thought there was something like an explosive, but this showed that he's part of the guild. And he's going right after him. Because the fights are long. I mean, it dumps him right on his head. See, how many? There's 3 of them, right? Is it 3 total? Yeah. Oh, Chris Thorne said the Mandalorian when he was a child. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Maybe that could be. That could very well be maybe why he relates to it. Because he's messing these things up. He's messing. This is my favorite. This shows exactly who he is. Yeah, go ahead. Stupid. Now you're dead. Now you're just cloth. And no reaction from the baby. Just like, all right. No blood in his face or anything, too. It just brought me back to it right away. No disintegrations. Those were the same guys in the bar. Good call. That's a great call. I didn't pick that up. Those were the same ones at the bar who were overheard. That makes so much more sense now because I was like, why are they listening into it? Because they took the bounty. Smart. Good call. Jackson Barber, why the scientist wants Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda is a clone of Yoda. Possible. Yoda species are an endangered species. Possible. Yoda species are all force sensitive. Possible. All the above. I think all those theories are very possible. And I think that maybe they want to clone them for sure because they're force sensitive. But this is right here when he's fixing himself up and this thing's looking and he's just thinking, it's a 50-year-old little baby. And it's just saying, okay, you know what, dummy, stop fixing your thing. I'll go over there and help you. You know, let me do it for you. You're my buddy. You help me out here. We touch fingers. We got that kind of love. Now let me help you out. Stop with the stupid flashlight. Here's my hand. I'm going to use the force for you. I got you. Ready? I'm going to touch it up right here. All right. Touch it and give me a second. I'm going to Miyagi your ass right now. And wait, what are you doing with my hand? I'm just trying to help you out, you prick. All right, fine. You put me back in that thing. Are you going to try to do this yourself? All right, fine. Do it yourself. And he's just, I do like this, though, that he's fixing that thing up. That thing gets messed up the whole time. But the baby's like, no, look, you're not doing what I'm trying to help you out with. You're fixing this, but let me help you cut. There you go. I'm going to do it again now. And you cut it, get off me. I'm just going to get up again. You know that, right? He's adorable, this thing, though. Come on. Adorable. And then he just shuts it right in his face. Nice guy. It doesn't whine. Doesn't cry. I love the cinematography. I love it. It's very cinematic, this one, for sure. And, yeah, I know. It's just Rick, man. He kills it. But this is when I look up here, when I saw this for the first time, And he comes up and he sees, like, what's happening? He's like, they're ransacking my ship. This is my favorite. It shows exactly who this guy is. He's so pissed off right now watching this happen. He doesn't scream at him. Other characters in Star Wars are going, hey, get out of there, shooing him out of the way. No, he just starts picking him off. Like, it's hysterical. He doesn't even care. Wrecking him. Like, and the one who picks up his thing and just like looking around like he's aimlessly going to shoot something. Yeah, who am I shooting at? Oh, I'm gonna get you. No, you're dead too. And it's the cloth flying. I love how ballsy this was. Even my daughter was cracking up at it. And the music as it kicks in, and he is running. He is running towards this thing, and he shoots in the back. I love when he sees this thing, the engine in the back, and he shoots at it. When that happened, I was like, he's going to shoot it again? He's like, no, I can't do anything to that thing. This thing is a fortress. And he runs right after it. I was watching this with RB3, and RB3 was just crying, laughing. He's going, this is great. The guy's just going after it. He's ballsy because he wants his parts. He needs to get out. This whole thing was very Mad Maxy. But this is people were asking as far as the Indiana Jones thing. Because he's going up here, and the Jawas and I love the Jawas just tossing shit at him, trying to like making announcements, ram him, Indiana Jones style, right to the side of the mountain, get his ass. And he's going right towards the side here, and this is where this is the Indiana Jones moment, crawls into it, and he's sick. Kayla Hartman, Mandalorian's amazing. The music, the mix of the old school tech, costumes, characters, the whole Star Wars mythology. Don't know much about Star Wars. You are my master and my Padawan. Well, I'm glad you're learning more and more about it because this is a good show to learn about it. Chances Mando trivia added to Star Wars Division or IG. Possible. Now, this is great as he's climbing up the side here, and he's just dodging it because they get him. They slam it. His little prick, put his fingers, slam the thing on his fingers. He gets that thing. I'm surprised they didn't try to cut that wire off, but they're just tossing everything. I wonder if any of those are his parts, though. Apparently not, because he fixes up the ship later. But they're just, he's getting cracked in the head with those things. He's just pissed. And he's got that moment. Someone pointed out it's like an Adam West thing. But he didn't fall, and he throws a big right hook. And this thing, one of these little bastards goes flying out the side. I think this one here, yeah. Grabs him. Oh, there he goes. Zach Mind Talks Movies. So cool to see more of the Jawas in their culture. I couldn't agree more. Love it. But yeah, they got bad aim though, because they can hit him like from a farther down. Now this is the thing that Kate didn't understand. So he falls, but what did he catch on to? Because he fell pretty far there, but he got himself back up pretty quick. I don't know how he did that, but I'll deal with it. This is pretty stupid on his part. How do you not know they have some kind of weapons? When you stick your head up there and look, because this is a fall. This is why I think the baby Yoda, the baby, had something to do with this. Because he's out. He's out cold, and this is when the baby... You see now, we see a shot of the baby. He's got his ears down. He's got his ears up. Ears going up, tilts his head. Mando pops up. See that? So, yeah, man. Something happened. You guys feel that way? Because that's the question. How long was he out for? It's very interesting. Because it does seem. Does anybody else? Do you guys think that the baby is the one who's kind of getting him past these moments? Because it's twice in this episode that it looks like he's saving him. Because now he's running through. Now he's just defeated. And he's No, you guys don't think so? I mean, fine. Well, I do. He's walking through the ship and he's pissed off. The weapons are gone. This whole thing's just a mess overall. Everything. Even the Ugnaught says to him, he's like, they don't destroy stuff. I'm like, I don't know. This looks pretty destroyed to me. But I guess the fact that they could get it back going later on, the little dust thing pops out at the end. It's like, no, give it. What are you going to fly? Even that thing flew. You wanted to fly that thing? You'd be dead in 10 minutes. If that. Yeah. It's the first time we kind of really see, because he's just, this is what I like about him. This is what I liked about Indiana Jones is like, he can be defeated. He could be, he loses battles and he's got to come back. I'm digging it. So he's just carrying him around the whole time, too. Jeremiah Morris says, yes, I do believe that the yodeling is helping him out. Me too, Jeremiah. I think that he's definitely helping him out for sure. Martin Kohler, all I know is Mando better not get that baby wet or feed it after midnight. Someone has said that too. They're thinking it's like a gremlin or stuff too. It's like, oh, what is this? Mogwais? It's like, come on. So people, there were some people that no matter what, they were just gonna shit on the scene, even if it was some of the most amazing shit that's come out. So the windmill comes out and he pops up, and I it's funny because I was like, oh, is he gonna do that typical trope where he knows he's there, he's not gonna acknowledge him? And I thought you were dead. He definitely did. This character is easily one of my favorite Star Wars characters in a long time. The Ugnaught. And this is a funny move too, because even when he's like, "This is what the fuss is all about." Yep, and this is like he's so cute, and he's just chasing this little frog thing around. You're like, oh, that's adorable. And then you start to think back to Empire Strikes Back and the things that what's in that stew that Yoda was cooking up on Dagobah, right? So this thing, it's still an alien. It's still going to eat some stuff. It's adorable, but it's adorable and eat your ass, because that's what it does to this frog. This frog is trying to catch this frog, and the Mandalorian's trying to. Yeah, see, it does remind me of my 2-year-old. I'm not going to lie to you, for sure, because they have a lot of the same movements, and I have spoken. Kayla Hartman again, looking at Baby Yodeling. He's super cute. I can't look, and who didn't laugh at that moment when he's eating that thing? Spit it out. He's not spitting anything out. Anthony Nugent sadly had both episodes spoiled by crap website headlines. Thankfully, only 2 episodes will be out once it releases here. True. Martin Kohler, I will admit, that baby's one of the most adorable things I've ever seen. Very adorable. And to see the music working for me now, I don't know. It was bothering me. It's working for me now. Carrie Van Polen, I would love a story arc with the Mando and a yodeling reminiscent of Arya and the Hound at some point. I don't want him to get too involved with the yodeling, though. I think that I like the fact that it can't speak and all this stuff right now. Maybe later on. I want to learn more about it. So, like, this to me, it's like, I got to tell you, I'm just so shocked that this to me is everything I wanted in Star Wars. He's sitting in the back with a rifle. These things know. They're pissed. He's got that stupid prick that killed Sam and Joey and Lewis. He killed Lewis? Yeah, Lewis had the gun. He's flipping it around, and he's trying to protect us, and this guy killed Lewis. And they're just going to maybe he wants to negotiate. That's the thing with Jawas. That's very consistent with Episode 4. Now he wants to do business. If he wants to do business, fine. But he killed Lewis. Maybe he wants to do business. Fine. So, he's like, you're not getting your stuff back then. I don't care if it's your religion. You're not getting it back. All right, fine. I'll put it down. But I'm going to keep my blaster. And Nick Nolte at this point is just exhausted. And I like how the baby is just kind of like chilling, prepped up, like just out, like he's in a convertible. Zach Mine talks movies. Will we see Nick Nolte again, or has he spoken for the last time this season? Maybe for this season, but I hope we get him back. I think that they're going to see how much people love him. They'll bring him back. Yeah, he puts the blaster down. They know now the Jawas could take him out, but they know they want to do some negotiating. Bragar, his ship is the same as the clone ships, right? I think so. It seems like it. Yeah, it seems like it. Nick Casper, Baby Yoda will go to the dark side when Mando dies. No, I don't think that'll happen. But this, and I like that none of the Jawas are speaking basic. This whole thing is like, I'm not negotiating with you right now. It belongs to me. This is my favorite. It's my favorite. You speak terrible Jawa, prickface. You sound like a Wookiee. Just to light him up, and he's hysterical. He's hysterical. It's like you think he's calm and cool and collected, but he gets pissed. He snipes people. He burns them. And this is the same thing. It's like they've made it clear on both episodes what Mandalorians are all about. You got to remember something. For those people saying, "Oh, this is like you don't learn anything new," for someone who's brand new to this series, who's never seen a Star Wars before, who's just a casual viewer, and doesn't know what the hell a Mandalorian is, they're learning that they don't take the hat off. They're learning the helmet off. They're learning that about how it's engulfed with the weapons and everything too, and how they act as a culture. You're learning these things. And the Jawas, that might be the first time they ever saw Jawas since Episode 4 in like 15 years. Now they know more about them. You can't just take it as the hardcore Star Wars fan. You got to look at it overall for everybody. So now he wants them to get this hairy egg, and then he's going to go get the hairy egg. Let's see, is there another? Let me make sure that I got the mukbang reviews. Mandalorian's terrific. You and Campy are great on screen. You're making me a Star Wars fan. Thank you for your hard work and positivity. Thank you, Mukbang, for sure, for checking out. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's very much appreciated. All your Super Chat donations and Streamlabs donations help this channel stay on the air. So thank you for doing that, very much so. But he decides to do the egg. He decides to go out there with the egg and take the baby with him. And this Ugnaught, though, he's just so loyal. He's just a lawyer, and you can tell he appreciates the culture, that he waits the whole damn time. He's got a great line later on to it. But this does, I mean, there's no doubt that people are like, oh, it reminds me of the animated show, right? And as a bad thing. It's a television show. It reminds me of an episode of television, which is supposed to be, and although it's got an animated feel to it, coming from the guy, one of the executive producers who made his way in animated, but successful animated shows. So I'm down with it, and I could also see the art at the end when they show the art. It's great. But yeah, we said he's going into the big asshole. That's what that thing looks like. He's got, what are you gonna do with that knife, though? I mean, that's I still don't know how he kills this thing at the end with just the knife in the throat. Do we know that? Do we understand? I don't know. I don't understand this. Yeah, exactly. Thomas Bartholdi says it best. Jawas are cunning little shitheads. Sorry. Is he actually Mandalorian from the planet, or just an orphan from somewhere else and raised in that culture? And due to that, trying hard to belong. I'm with you. Sorry, I think you're probably right. I think that's exactly what it is. What planet was he on when he was rescued? For sure. Yeah, that is something, because again, maybe he is force sensitive. Maybe that's why he's got this connection. Maybe he was trained by the Mandalorians. But the way he discovers this beast also, because you don't know what it is, it got the same reaction from every single person that I was watching with it the first time, whether it was my 8-year-old or my friends watching it. It was, ugh, when they see this eye open up. Because if you think about it, though, this creature really isn't doing it. It gets the short end of the stick. It's protecting its baby, and we're rooting for this thing. It's just protecting its baby. It's sleeping. It's got its egg. And then you get this guy who's coming in here to wreck shop, and his armor gets just scrapped again. It just reminds me of like RoboCop too at this point. Like, I'm loving this. Where he's got, I mean, his armor just messed up. He just fixed this whole thing, and then right away it just slopped up again. And I love how we also tells you the armor can it's all messed up with the mud. It's all jammed up. And he's not, he's trying to do something. Oh yeah, this is where you realize what you're going to see from this series. He's going to be, because this is just one of the bad guys. Who's like the ultimate bad guy in this series, right? You got to say Giancarlo Esposito, and he like, are they going to fight later on? And the remote control thing when he whips it on over, puts him in position for us to see him do the business later on. But like this thing, he's like, he can take some hits. I mean, he takes hits throughout the whole show, but he's trying to light it on fire. I mean, he's got no other options. He's in bad shape here. Trying to light it on. And the thing is, like, still, is he? Yeah. Try to get. What are you trying to do? He just has no other options at this point. He's getting whipped around, because I think he's pretty much about to give up, and not give up, but give up his life and realize it's over. Because he takes another shot. I think he's a bit at one point. Yeah, I think the thing comes over and bites him. Is that what happens? No. This is it. This one he gets up. There's that shot. If you see the thumbnail, that's the shot for the thumbnail. But this is when the baby gets him up again. Get up. Come on. Get up, you son of a bitch. Because Baby Yoda loves you. What movie? And he's up. But he takes this knife out like he's going to do something with it. And someone thought that was Gina Carano flying in the air? No. Why would she be flying in the air? It's not even her character. Yeah. And come on, if you're watching this for the first time and the thing just stops, first of all, I thought he was going to start talking to it like Ezra did in Rebels. But the baby's like, no, I'm just going to pick it up, twirl it around a little bit. Yeah. So you better make your move. Don't be too, I get it. This is a great magic trick I'm doing, but don't just stare at it. Get over there. And he looks over at this point. And I do like how much it takes it out of this thing. Because he's got a Battlestar Galactica feel to it, right, by the way, this music right now. We have little Bear McCreary. Mukbang Reviews, you give an excellent play-by-play analysis. You are the Mandalorian and we are the Yoda baby. Keep up the great work. Thank you, sir. That shot, though, right there when he hits him in the side of the neck, why did that kill him? Just that? I mean, he should have, because he does this thing here, which I get. He digs the knife more so in him, where he's going to do that in a second. He digs the knife into him, turns it around, pulls it. But I would like to see the thing like moving a little bit before he did that. But I don't know. It's fine. Casey Van Polen, according to subtitles, the creature is a mudhorn. Got it. But I love that the baby just knocked itself out. It's exhausted. Kayla Hartman again. I'm a casual viewer, but having you in the series getting me into this universe is helping me a lot. Badass baby yodeling all the way. Well, that's the point, right? Is that you want to be able to talk Star Wars with friends. Never understood where people who were big fans of something made other people feel dumb because they don't for not knowing it. It's like, no, I want you to learn more about it. I want the casual fan. I want to turn into the hardcore fan to know more about. Like my daughter is starting to know way more about Star Wars than I do. Like the stuff that she knows, she read all these books. This egg is disgusting. It's got a stink. This egg's definitely got a stink. But yeah, this whole thing with the Jawas, they're giving up on him. Look, he's like, nah, we're good. Your boy had his shot. We're out. So this is for Lewis. We're out. So they leave and they're going. And then, the Ugnaught tries to buy the time. And I like how the music kind of kicks in here too, by the way. He's looking up. He's like, there he is. The music's great. It's got that 70s kind of Western feel to it. It's like, hey, over here. Come on, move your ass. He's like, dude. He's exhausted and out of it. He recovers pretty quick, though. Because he's taking his shots here, but by the time he's back on the ship and he's okay, but he's moving a little slower. Right now, he's definitely moving slower. Because we didn't know what they were going to do with this egg, right? We thought, okay, they're gonna use this thing as protection as it gets older. They're going to keep it now. No, it's our yogurt land. That's where we got. And man, it's brutal too. Good swipe. Takes the top of it right off, and is eating the gook. And he gets the why shouldn't he get the first one? He made the swipe. Charletown Spud, will this show help people to give Rise of Skywalker a chance after being pissed off with The Last Jedi? Cleanse the palate to speak? I think people are going to choose to see that whether or not Mandalorian exists or not. But because it's also different producers. I mean, it's a different thing with the Kathleen Kennedy thing. Gerardo Yopez, hey Kristian, longtime fan. What do you think about Boba being a future antagonist in The Mandalorian? Western-style duel between the two of them would be epic. It would be cool. I think it would be a nice reveal to have him come back, especially the fact that he's also not like a true Mandalorian. I don't know if he is or not, but we'll find that out. But this is great too, because he had a conversation with him at one point. He's just like, I don't know what I saw. All I saw was this thing flip this mud horn around and spin it around. He's like, tell me again, because I don't get it. He's like, neither do I. I have no idea. Arter Burak, what's good, bro? Just wanted to say I love the Mando show and how awesome it is that the Force was introduced so early. Tara Vizsla is definitely getting a mention sooner or later. Absolutely. Tuna is the truth. You know it. Garth McMurray, this is totally the Lone Wolf and Cub manga and movies. Yeah, it absolutely is. And I think that that's what Star Wars always does so well is borrowing stuff from other mediums and putting it in and making it work seamlessly. And that's what this show has been doing so far. I'll defend this show to the death. This show is incredible. It's the best Star Wars stuff I've seen since Jedi, hands down. Hands down. This little montage here. We need a montage. I don't know if we needed this. I didn't really love the montage thing. But it is what it is. To show them that and this thing's basically just hung over from the Force. Caleb Gibson, been following you since the AMC movie marathon. Makes my day great. Do you think there will be a second season over 50 for this? 100%. They already announced it. They're going to be shooting it. Brian Fernandez, do you think we're going to get the name of Baby Yoda in maybe the next episode, or do you think we'll eventually find out sometime this season? Naming him, they'll probably name him this season, but the species itself, I don't know. They're going to learn more about it. I think there's going to be this. It's got to be longer episodes though when you start getting dialogue heavy, because when's Gina Carano going to be introduced? Right? I mean, that's when you're going to get the heavier dialogue. Nick Casper, is this Mando story or Baby Yoda's? Maybe equal. Good call. Might not be Mandalorian. Might just be the Mandalorian who finds him. But yeah, they got this thing working pretty quick, this ship, but impressive. It's an Ugnaught. You go back to Bespin. I mean, that's what they did. This is my favorite scene so far. I love this scene. He's like, let me just pay you. I've been trying to pay you for the last, 2 episodes. I say, no. I'm just going to help you out. You did your thing, and get out of here. I respect you. I respect your culture. And he wants to hire him. I would have been okay with him getting hired. Because I know Campy had that problem, that worry that the Horatio Sands was going to be like the sidekick, but I would have been okay with the Ugnaught being around. Bring the Ugnaught back, though. You got to bring the Ugnaught back. If you only had a choice, IG-11 or the Ugnaught, who do you take back? I get the Ugnaught. Mukbang reviews, I like the repair montage and learning how to ride. Those are throwaway scenes that shows he's humble and perfect. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind the idea behind it. It's just the execution of that particular scene. I didn't mind the him learning how to ride. I didn't mind that. Get the reward. I love that his last line is, I have spoken, with a nod of the head. Respect. Dun, dun, dun. I love that. It's a great theme. Dun-dun, dun-dun. I love it. I do. I absolutely love this show. It's everything I wanted this show to be. If you heard me raving for the last year and a half on Jedi Council, this is everything that I was hoping this show would be. And it... Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. It's great. Uh-oh. It's too loud. It's just, and the ship's going, and it's like, this is who he is, man. He'll go through the shit, get the job done. He'll meet some people across the way. We'll learn more about the galaxy. We'll learn more about the planets. And we are going to get more and more inside of what Star Wars is all about. And you'll meet an Ugnaught. You'll see a Rancor. You'll see this. You'll see that. It's great. Kyle Stewart, will we ever see another Star Wars city? I think so, for sure. Samuel Custer, keep up the great work, Kristian. You think the upcoming final season of Clone Wars will feature Baby Yoda in some way? Maybe. Could happen. And what a way to do it, because maybe Filoni already knew that this thing was all coming along. But I don't know. He's had this kind of prep for a while. I like this, though, too. This shows the heart, by the way. Is the baby dead? Shaking. He's like, come on, man. Be alive. She's shaking. He's like, come on. And then it breathes a little bit. And he's like, all right, we're good. But he woke the thing up. Don't wake up, babies. DN Baba. Will JJ go more into the backstory of Kylo's turn to the dark side, meeting Snoke? Last Jedi rushed through that part. I don't know. I don't know if how much they're going to be able to cover. That's the problem with it. Look, and then he gets up. He's like, I'm up now. What you woke me up for, dude? You got cable? Turn on Disney Plus. Let's watch some stuff. That thing is adorable. And that's it. That's the episode. It's a solid episode. It's short. It's solid. That's it. Rick from a I always get it wrong. I love the art. Favreau wrote that one also. It's just a great episode, man. I'm gonna turn it off though. Because I gotta get into the house here in a second. But I want to read the rest of these questions for you. I hope you like. You guys enjoying the watch-alongs? Do you like it? Is this something you want to continue to do? Because again, new to me, learning it. If it's something that you guys want me to continue to do, and you want to watch these episodes with me every week, then we'll do it, because I think this is pretty fun. But if you don't like it, then I won't do it. It's just I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying it. So, because I got over 1,000 people watching right now, if that was enjoyable for you, and you're watching on the replay, or if you're watching this now. Besides, if you can't do the Super Chat and you can't do Streamlabs, please give us a like here and throw a comment in later on. That is very helpful. So, Kayla Hartman, again, thank you for the donation. Movie Fanobi. Hey, Kristian, 2 episodes in, and Disney already has Baby Yoda merchandise. Where'd you go? You went back. Memes and T-shirts for I Have Spoken. I wanted to force heal the Mandalorian. That's great. I think it makes sense. You got to capitalize on it. I mean, that's T-shirts. T-shirts are a smart thing to do, man. Especially, I want a I Have Spoken T-shirt for sure. I knew it right away. Like with the first episode I saw, when he said I have spoken, I think that was the first tweet I had. I said I have spoken. Ben Rayner, why did they model the clone helmets after Jango Fett's Mando helmet? Was Jango Mando? I always wanted to know. Watch along was a great idea. I think he was Mandalorian. I'm pretty sure he was, wasn't he? I thought he was. Okay, Bragar, thanks for watching with us. It was fun. Enjoy your day. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. I'm gonna. So if you don't submit any more super chats, please. I'm gonna go to the Streamlabs.com. Oh, Nick Casper, keep anything going as long as I can watch. Jeremiah Morris, yes, I'm enjoying the watch-alongs. If you want to stream on Twitch and YouTube, Andrew Guy does it, so you might want to ask him. Thank you. I will ask Andrew Guy for sure. But thank you to please for super chats. I'm gonna sign off in a second. If I miss any of your super chats, I will answer them on tomorrow's SEN Live. But please leave a comment. If you're watching on the replay, please leave a comment. Click a like. It helps very much so. I'm going to get to the Streamlabs.com here, the Schmodown, and then I'm going to sign off. So let's see. Oh, my goodness. There's a ton of them here. So let me get back here. So let's see. I'm sorry. Okay. So we asked, what's your theory about... This is what Scott O said about I think he will survive, and Mando will find caretakers, maybe Sabine, Hera, and the Ghost Crew, maybe Baby Yoda. I answered that one. All right. Maxi UK92. Hi from England. I've been a fan of yours when I was in my late teens. Now I'm in my late 20s. Well, my God, you're making me feel old. And also, since the AMC days, Jedi Council, keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Raven, over under 50%. We see the Mando ride a mythosaur by the end of the season. Maybe because they mentioned it. By the end of the season, I don't know. If they set up for season 2, then possible. But they set it up because the Ugnaught talked about it. Exiled Garlic, we know that Clone Wars Season 7 will cover the siege of Mandalore. Any chances we see the Mandalorian as a kid in it? Maybe he gets indirectly saved by Obi-Wan or something. I really hope for some sort of tie-in. I do too. The question is, at the time that Dave Filoni was approached to do this final season, Season 7 of Clone Wars, was he already tied on and working with Favreau on The Mandalorian? If he was, then I think it's a no-brainer. Then we'll see that. But if he wasn't, then it just might not have tied in. So, DNAC. Hey, Kristian, longtime viewer from the UK, and I just wanted to say a big thank you. I've just completed my PhD. Congratulations. That's amazing. International law, and you guys have really got me through it. Thanks for lightening up my day in the last 5 years. Well, I'm glad, and thank you so much for that. Very, very nice of you, and amazing. Really amazing. Okay, keeping in the Streamlabs.com, Wiley, I thought the second episode was so much better than the first. It's crazy. But anyways, just got out of Ford versus Ferrari. It's my favorite movie of the year, by the way. It was great. Let's get James Mangold for Star Wars. Sign me up. I'm all for it. I think Mangold is a tremendous talent. Brian Fernandez. Besides The Mandalorian, what else have you seen on Disney Plus? The Goldblum show. I've been watching the Goldblum show. I'm going to watch the ice cream one pretty soon. I couldn't get my wife into it. My wife doesn't like a lot of stuff, so that was a tough one to try to get her on. Let's see. I think, Nick Casper, keep anything going as long as I can watch it Eastern Standard Time. You got it. If I missed any of your super chat questions, I tried to get through all of them during the actual watch along itself. But if I missed any of it, then I will answer any questions tomorrow. I wanted to thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to continue to do these. So if you keep watching them and you keep liking them, but make sure, once again, if you are watching this on the replay, click like, leave a comment. It helps the channel out tremendously. Please go check out the Movie Trivia Schmodown. If you've never seen the Schmodown, it is my passion. It is my project. It is my baby. It is something that I believe in more than anything in the world. I really am trying to take it to new heights next season, taking it to so many different places. If you have never seen one and we're going to be in your town, come see us. The live events are something that have just been a whole other experience. But I would love for you guys to check it out. The tournament is starting. I put the actual teams tournament on top of this channel here, so you can watch the actual teams tournament. They're in order, so you won't get spoiled. I would love for you to watch those if you've never seen them before. Leave your comments, leave your likes. Go to either Facebook group, the Facebook group on for SEN, the Facebook group for Movie Trivia Schmodown. Any of those, please go and check it out. Twitter, Facebook, the whole damn thing. I love you guys. I really do. And I couldn't have... I will say this before I sign off here. When I started and I went off on my own, I thought that we would do okay. I was hoping that on SEN Live we could pull anywhere between 10 to 15,000 views. We've been averaging anywhere between 25 to 30. The Super Chat donations and the Streamlabs have you helped me get this computer. You helped me do all these things. You've helped me shape this stuff. I maxed out my credit cards and did everything that I could to make sure that this network was up and running, and you guys have made me feel that I made the right choice. So I thank you. I thank you very much. And even if maybe beforehand you'd watched a couple of my things, that guy is the negative guy in Jedi Council, and you gave me a shot. Hopefully that you guys are watching this, you enjoyed it, and you like what I'm doing over here, because I'm going to keep doing it. So thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow. Tune in every day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. SEN Live. Tomorrow is Mark Ellis, myself, Kate Mulligan, Brett Sheridan, David Michael Frank on the table tomorrow. Good night. And like you say, Thomas, I have spoken. Peace out.